Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a good day, and I am really feeling quite pumped for a lot of content that I'm kind of getting through. I spent a lot of time just not getting through a lot of it, and obviously concentrating my efforts on YouTube and other stuff. So I haven't really been grinding out too much when it comes to like Act 6, but as I'm starting to work my way through it, I'm starting to enjoy myself a little bit more, and especially with 6.2, just getting through a lot of that is my next step. So one kind of section, chapter a month even, is what I'm doing. But yeah, I've decided to start ranking up champions, and I've kind of changed my thought. I've changed my thought about what champions I want, and I want old school champions. So I'm kind of thinking that instead of me doing 5-star featured in the future, I want to do just basics in order to pick up a lot of older champions. I know that's a bit of a weird thing, and I know I'll probably be just wrestling to try and get anything that I want, like Aegon or stuff. But it's kind of weird because I've only recently picked up Archangel. What was that, a few months ago? For the first time in years. Hyperion as well. Well, Quake's been sort of newish, but also there's so many other champions that, yeah, Hyperion, so you can see there. Yeah, Quake. Just old school champions that I wish I had, but I now actually have, and I can actually utilize in my roster more. So recently I have decided to rank 5 Archangel. Now to some, this kind of falls into the Corvus camp, where you kind of go look, you could just leave him at rank 4 and he's fine and he does the business and he does the damage. But when it comes to getting through stuff like Act 6, if you've got a rank 5 version, yeah, of course you're going to do more damage than you would do with a rank 4. And that is obviously the reason that I decided to ramp him up. And I'll be playing footage over the top of this kind of video, just kind of showcasing some kind of improvements with the damage. Obviously we want to see massive neurotoxin numbers, and that's obviously the reason that I want to get this champion into my roster and utilized. You know, Archangel may not be the best against certain types of nodes. There are certain things when it comes to bleed ability, you know, just the fact that you can just smack down the enemy quite nicely. I mean, it's not great that this champion is bleed immune and as well is poison immune. That's not great for the neurotoxins, but still, the fact of the matter is he's still putting in relatively, you know, solid work. And especially from the fact of just general usage. He's a fantastic champion. One of my favorites. And there we go. Overpowering the life cycle node there. Even though that champion was kind of in a block stance, the life cycle was down, we were able to kind of hit on through. But I do like this champion for life cycle in general, so you could just go, right, it's a decent enough lead champion to go through certain stuff. Not helpful for this lane here, which obviously they're all poison immune, so neurotoxins aren't going to work so well. And now here we are with Icarus, and Icarus, if you don't know, is where you get fury attacks, or sorry, fury buffs up on you, and you need to kind of shrug them off. Now, I'm not saying this is the ideal champion for this, as many people have reminded me there's so many champions, and I think that if you can go, oh, this champion's good, this champion's good, there's going to be so many more people in the community going, no, have you tried this champion? This champion's better. So, yeah, but I like this one for Icarus. It's my go-to one, and especially when it comes to that boss at the end of it. But you just see that the damage is melting. We're going to try and get some more poisons up. So I want him to, there we go, encourage him to go into my block. Then we then got the stun, and then as well SP1 throw. You can keep up the pressure, and that's maybe what I should have done. Before those poison and bleed effects expire, we're going to hit back in with that. We're then going to go back into heavy attack, takes off the Icarus, and then boom, 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 wait it out, and he's gone. I do absolutely love this champion. Oh man, Archangel is such a good champion. And I am glad that I ranked 5'd him. And again, people will really differ in that, saying oh, well, you know, you got other ones. You got Corvus. Yeah, Corvus is on my list. As loads of champions that I want to get up to rank 5. But I just need to see, I've got a 6-star opening coming up in the next couple of weeks, and I want to see where I'm at, because you just kind of go, look, will I make a bad mistake by choosing to put all my rank up resources in there and be sitting around going, wish I ranked up that champion now, because I wish I didn't rank up that champion because I then need resources for the new 6 stars. You know, you've got to pre-plan. You got to pre-plan what you're doing from week to week with the game. Just because if you spend your resources at the start of the month and going, well, shit, I got a new champion. I want to use it on that. You're really scuppered. Well, I am sitting. I'm sitting on 4 tier 5 basics, and I'm just about to do the initial clear for 6.2, and then push push hard in the next week to do 6.3 and then see where I am to do 6.4, because I've got the champions for the job. It's just a case of going like, look, do I have the time to do this? Is the crucial thing. But yeah, if I get the resources, then I'll invest it back into that, and I'll be live streaming my Act 6.2 100% very, very soon, probably in the next week or so, so look out for that. And also my St. Patrick's Day kind of game-a-thon. I'm going to do like all day grinding on stuff, so we're going to be playing loads of games, but also playing loads of MCOC as well at the same time. But yeah, like, oh, such a good champion. I really recommend it if you ever get Archangel to kind of like just put time and effort into him. The awakened ability is a bit of an iffy one to say. Like a lot of people say, you know, you can get by with him being like unawakened, but I don't know, man. Like awakened for me is kind of like, it is a bit of a thing I like. The neurotoxins coating Archangel's wingtips increases toxicity, making neurotoxins charge cause a 28.38% reduction in ability actually block all regeneration targets. So it's just that utility side of things, isn't it? About going, look, well, you know, we want to suppress that regeneration, and you know, man, love this guy. Obviously, from a playing standpoint, it's actually one of the most easiest ones to take up that does the largest amount of damage, especially from a debuff perspective. And as well, having that stun over the back of stuff really does help. And the playing method, you know, for me, is all about going into that heavy attack. That heavy attack is quite crucial. I do from some time to time like getting hit into my block, so I can then get the poison effect, and then the poison effects, you know, if I gather a load of them, then I'm converting them. It's just the way that I play it. I quite like that. And obviously, to just point out, if you do have masteries that are kind of geared towards things like liquid courage and just damage output increasing, you know, the S-word masteries, obviously I can't say that on a YouTube video because, you know, they don't like that and you get in trouble. But the fact is, yeah, like, that will obviously give you more damage output potential. And, you know, when I was doing this with about 70 hits, yes, you could gear your masteries to probably see that go down to close to about 50. But still, like, it is just such a great champion. One of my favorites. Obviously doesn't replace a lot of champions at the moment. Now, I do have certain champions that I like, and I am quite disgusted by the gating system in Act 6.2 so far. I think that is, yeah, it's pretty nasty, if I'm honest. I think it's terrible. But the fact is, Dr. Doom is just an amazing utility champion. I'm utilizing him a lot more, and as well going into things like 6.2.6, which I'm just about to do, and obviously record some content for 6.2 in future. And obviously you'll be there for the streams, hopefully. Blade's just there because he's an old school one ranked up. Medusa's there, old school one ranked up that I just like. Namor, Spider-Man, Stark Enhanced, Captain America, Beardo. Is just there. A massive staple point to my roster moving forward with content. Cap Marvel movie, oh, delight, absolute delight. You know, Doctor Doom, Captain America, Infinity War, so Beardo, and Cap Marvel movie. 3 new champions that have just been added to my roster that's so good. And I think Archangel that has just kind of like come in to help out. As well with Domino, we've got the Incinerate synergy rocking, and as well Iceman, which is just there. And as I said, this has been a 12-month process to kind of build a roster of strength. There are a lot of champions I want to rank 5. I'm glad I brought Archangel up because I'm just feeling the extra damage push is something with debuffs. I'm like, yes, I want this more. And yet, like, because I've got a champion like Dr. Doom and, you know, Black Widow's there, but Black Widow is kind of good against kind of debuff effects and kind of being able to be immune to them. So that could be the next way to go. Colossus, maybe another future rank 5. Aegon as well. I'm talking too much about rank ups, and it's a case like it's all about Archangel. But you have to understand the process behind all this when you're doing a rank up for any given champion. But yeah, I'm really happy about this. There's not any new synergies, and you know, he could be just a standalone champion in your team, which is very important. It's not synergy centric, and that is one of the biggest problems that you'll see when doing gating systems in Act 6.2. You can go like, hey, I've got a great team, but at the same time, like, well, it doesn't tick the boxes. I'll have to take certain champions out of their synergies in order to get through gates. So this is one of these kind of Mutant One no-brainers that can just sit as a single champion in your team, your synergy team, or a team in general. That can help you out with a lot of path clearing, and that's the main point: path clearing with less amount of issues. Aggression, regeneration abilities for certain champions. This guy's a great counter. So, you know, I've seen and heard a lot of people utilize this for 6.4 at the moment. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this decision. And I know that Dan of Frontline MCOC was kind of on the fence about doing his. And I think Corey Gunn on Twitter said something like, when's the rank 5? This is the video, my friend. It is released. So thanks for everybody's kind of like, come on, do it, Rich. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. And I'm glad I did. So thank you very much for watching this video. This has been a little video all about Archangel. Just various utilizations I've been doing with 6.2 and the future as well. Looks bright and rosy, and look forward to the crystal openings coming very soon. Thanks for watching. Oh, you're still here. Why not check out some new content over here? I've done a little theory video up here, which I thought was kind of cool, from a 6.4 cutscene. I don't know what the other, probably a Marvel Contest of Champions news. Make sure to support the channel with the notification system, bell icon on all, please. And also come back to the channel on a daily basis, because YouTube don't let you know when I release a video. Thanks. Bye.